Does anyone have some other announcements in the on the Conium today?
We got wiped by the Mandem.
What the fuck? Wait, man.
Oh, was it that one when all like 30 people died?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Gotcha.
For those
Yes,
of you,
Suarez, you want to
yesterday,
give context?
for those of you yesterday that weren't around, thankfully I've survived the situation. Though how prolonged it may have been, and lying on the ground was dreadful for an hour. However, yesterday there was a Mandem shootout. You might be wondering, oh, how did this start? Well, it's all started with Tommy Tate's blue Lamborghini. I saw it speeding, going 130 up LS or Strawberry Avenue, and I went after to stop it. And then, you know, knowing Tommy Tate, and he's, you know, got a little bit of an ego, obviously, thinks he can outrun everybody. He started trying to flee, started outrunning me, and lo and behold, within 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, car was smoking after crashing into a vehicle. Now, you might wonder what happens next. Pulls around into the alleyway of an LS shop right next to Hawick, right next to City Hall, as you might know it. The LS shop there. Pulls into the alleyway. They jumps off the passenger. They get out. I get out with my gun aimed. He comes out, pulls a gun, aims it, and it turns into a gunfight. Now we down the suspect, but fortunately I go down in action at this point.
I gotta highlight the rest because
Yeah.
I was up till
Oh God, you were.
yeah. After
She stayed up, right?
no, only Thatch and Pond were the only ones that stayed up. Basically what happened.
Maybe Mr. Trouble being a repercussion situation, maybe.
Yeah, so Suarez was down. I managed to GSR test and everything the suspect because we didn't have any more reports shots fired. Then a bunch of S plus vehicles show up, start shooting at officers. Pretty much majority of the PD goes down. Brian Knight and Juno Sweeney, and I think Thatch goes.
Oh, he's doing this Brian when you took his beloved golden gun. I don't even know what this golden gun is.
Two cars. She gets shot
Browning.
southbound from the roof. I'm stuck in one spot because I can't move at all for a while. Once it was clear, we were moved to a triage spot with 3 95s and not about 9 officers shot down that we were able to recover because there were still officers spread out across Harwick and Eastbourne Way. After that, suspects started getting up more roofs and continue firing. I was saying to Thatch, since he was primary at that point, do we negotiate with these people because we have a lot of around 20 something officers down. Before that stuff even went through, me and Piper were the last ones in the triage fight. We both go down, and Pond called all the suspects to take their downed individuals and leave. I was told by Pond to just trash the gun that I got off.
Suarez has no idea that it was gold. How is he supposed to know? There's no like.
I got rid of the evidence from the original shooting. I am going to say though, and I think this is a wider problem which probably needs to be brought up in when we pull together, is the responses at 78 was ridiculous. We didn't get an actual response from people till we had multiple officers down. And I feel like people are just ignoring distress calls now, and they're waiting until officers are actually going down. And by then it's too late and we're already being ambushed.
As soon as Suarez went down and the other suspect went down, I was able to I pressed my panic button. Minerva and Aaron were probably the first 7 minutes to show up. They
I think it's the case of the wood cries will
down
sometimes
in
people
that
call
alleyway because that's what we're going to treat as the triage
an
point.
accident, 70. I don't know.
And it just took quite a bit for us to get back up. Minerva was saying on the radio multiple times, need units on Harwick, need units on Harwick. No
when was this? Like, were the numbers low?
No, we had like 30 officers on duty. But it's like 23, 24 officers went down in total. So you can see how many officers on duty.
Squeeze in here, Malcolm. Make some space for
yeah,
Malcolm
dispatch Henry Adams. He didn't count, and later when I recovered, I counted. There was 2 officers missing. Around 24 officers went down.
Oh yeah, because 2 took lifeline, went off duty. So yeah.
Yeah, Brian.
People popping the panic buttons on SBS really does desensitize the ping. Yeah, it's.
Because the thing is, if you want
people accidentally press it left and right, center, and you know, people call it 78s, but it's not really necessarily. I don't know.
Like that.
Where was it exactly?
It was in the alleyway next to Harwick and Los Santos Custom near City Hall.
Oh,
so
that one.
Way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. So that's a really hard spot because there's multiple places they could go and have the
they had
on you guys.
They had the Rockford Plaza. They had the roof right above the Los Santos Custom.
I think you can actually get to the north as well.
Me and Aaron could not move for a while. Minerva was able to move, but she's calling for the people showing up, get on Harwick, like multiple times. I decided to stay Nancy with the Suarez and the suspect, and then Aaron at some point couldn't.
Yeah, at
move
this point,
because
it's
they
kind
were
of it's all
rooftop
kind of
staring
yeah,
surrounded.
Yeah,
is what it is, right?
that place is just
We'll just need
horrible and unfortunate place for it to have happened because you can't really lock that down.
Yeah, that's the thing though. If people actually did respond to distress call and not wait until the
No,
officer's already down,
They're complaining.
they could've moved
They're
the
saying that people aren't
original
responding, but none of
much
us are going to be
safer
able to
with
change any of that.
How long did it take to get one?
That wasn't
A
too
wa-
bad.
It wasn't too bad. Probably like after the 78s.
Oh, they
I would
they
say-
were processing. That's why.
Yeah, they were processing. So yeah, they didn't come like right after 78s. Probably a little bit in. Probably Air One decided to spool up right after Aaron got shot. I was still up, but I
Yeah.
couldn't move. And without Air One and without other officers telling me where they were at, I was stuck in one spot for a while.
I'm gonna say there was not a lot of people processing because I checked. Yeah, there was only like 2 officers processing at the time, and we waited a good like 7-8 minutes until people actually responded.
Yeah, that's how you got shot, Eric, because there was no like Air One, no one telling you where anyone is, and you were basically
well,
sandwiched in the cars.
Well,
I think,
listen,
like I said, I think it's a wider problem. So
you know, us talking about people not going to 78s, unfortunately, I don't know if that'll necessarily solve the problem because I believe everyone in the circle, you know, typically goes to the 78s calls, right? So, I think we're just going in a circle here, unfortunately, regarding that. You know, best thing we could do is try to find people who aren't going to the 78s and, you know, speak directly to them, okay? But that's more so of a command thing, or, you know, those of you that are seniors in the circle, and, you know, that seems like that's the route that we need to go. But anyways, does anyone in this circle have any further announcements?